Today we get to dissect a flower. We're going to learn about the parts of the flower, and also we're going to learn their functions in order to make new seeds and be able to complete the life cycle of the plant. Here we have 4 parts we're going to be focused on: the petals, the stamens, the pistil, and the sepals. Today we will be using an azalea flower. You're going to need a couple instruments. One would be a plastic knife. The other will be a magnifying glass. And last but not least, an azalea flower. That's what it should look like at the end of your project. So, let's get to dissecting. Okay, so you ready? First, in order to dissect the flower, you must take your knife, and what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of the petals, split them a little bit, like so, and then little by little press the knife very gently in between. You're not going to cut it like this, you're going to press it down. As you press it down, you will see how the flower will automatically split in half. You're going to feel like a little crunching sound as you're doing it. Okay. Once you're done with that, you're going to take your 2 fingers, your index and your thumb on both hands, and then go ahead and split it in half. As you can see, this is very much like the half of the flower that you saw on the picture. Okay? Now, if you can see carefully with your magnifying glass, you'll be able to see that inside the pistil, which is right here, are the ovaries. They're kind of like whitish in the middle with green on the side, and those are the little tiny ovaries. Okay? Now, once that you're done with that, what you're going to do is you're going to separate the flower by parts. So start with the petals. As you can see, the petals are attached to the pistil. So be very careful so that the pistil does not lose its shape or form. That way you can have it later on for your project. These are the stamens. As you can see, they have these seed-like looking ends to them. This is where the pollen forms. Go ahead and take those out. You're going to see how the stamens have different sizes. They're either very, very tall or they're very, very tiny. That does not matter. Some are tall because they carry where the pollen is. They all count, no matter how big or small. So you're going to have to separate those 2. Okay. You guys try. Be gentle with the flower, if not, it'll fall apart, and then you won't be able to count the parts. Okay. As you can see, as I was trying to pull this petal, the pistil part of the flower came with it. So go ahead and take it out gently, so that way you can look at it with the magnifying glass and look at the ovaries, how cool they look. Even flowers have little eggs. It's amazing. God is amazing. So now what you're supposed to do is you're going to look at your picture like we saw in the beginning, and you're going to compare to see what part is what. Once you do that, you're going to count each of the parts to see how many you have of each. I'm going to do that with my own flower right now. I know that these are the stamens, so I'm going to count these by separating them and putting them in a line. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I have 7 stamens. I counted the small one, so count it. Don't leave it behind. Just because it's tiny doesn't mean it's important. Okay? Alright. Now, the petals. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 6 petals. And here, this part right here, that leaf that was the closest one to, you can see there's a little, like as if it were cut right there, that part of the stem. Well, this is called the sepal. This is the part of the flower that actually is together when before the flower blooms. Alright, kind of protects it, gives it a little coating. You can see that cut right there. That means that that's where the flower broke off from. So this would be the sepal. The petals started growing from there. Okay? Alright, so we have 1 sepal. How many stamens? 7. How many petals? 6. And 1 pistil. Alright? Alright, now get to taping into your charts. Count your own, and good luck. Have fun.